Hi there YouTube, I'm back for my second video. That's technically my third. I did one a while ago when I was thinking about doing a few YouTube reviews of statues and what have you. There's quite a bit of competition out there, but seeing as though I don't collect DC or Marvel or even Star Wars, I do like Star Wars but I don't collect it, then I felt there was maybe a little bit of a gap for us collectors who are maybe zero interest in anything DC or Marvel, which, as we all know, the statue market is swamped not only with statues but also review groups covering that. So here I have the Primal Studio Balrog diorama, which is incredible diorama. This actually, I've had this now a couple of months at least, I think. Again, like my Sauron statue, it arrived, even though I'm in the UK and I bought direct from Prime 1. It arrived very quickly, apart from obviously the one or two sort of Asian customers that always get theirs before us. I think I was pretty much one of the first ones, certainly I saw on any of the Facebook groups that got this piece anyway. So yeah, I've had him a while now, a couple of months at least. I don't know exactly when he arrived, I can't remember. A huge diorama, massive base on this one, guys, as you can see. The base measures, I believe, approximately, it's about 33 inches long, and with the Balrog on the way I've got imposed, it's about 22 inches wide, and it weighs in, it's around about 34 kilograms, I think. So it's heavy. It's very heavy. And yeah, so you need to sort of think about where you're going to display this. Now, I've gone for the pose on this. I did get the X version. I have got the whip, and to be honest with you guys, my advice is, unless you specifically want to pose this with the whip, I wouldn't bother. It doesn't anywhere near match up to the effectiveness of the sword. I mean, the pose that Gandalf is pulling as well, as you know, in the part of the film, it's where he casts that blue shield around him, and of course the Balrog there has the sword and smashes it down, and the sword breaks upon the shield. So it matches with the pose that Gandalf is in perfectly. Also, the sword looks 1,000 times better, guys, because it's LED lit. For those of you that don't know, the whip does not light up. It has no LED feature. So yeah, so for me it was a no-brainer really. I did buy the X, but the whip went straight back in the box, to be honest with you guys. So what's my review of the piece? Well, the base is extremely detailed, and to be honest, at first I thought it was pretty much just spray painted sort of black with some light colouring on it to reflect the flame coming off the Balrog. But in all fairness, there is some intricate detail, especially on the upper part. There's weapons, which under the tip of his tail there's an axe, which I can see from here. I don't know if you can make it out on the video. It's actually silver, and they've painted dust over it. So there is detail there, and then there's skulls and everything else, and you've got the etchings in the wall. So the base of that has got a good amount of detail. Incidentally, that base is one piece. That is one entire piece, that base. So yeah, it's big. It's a big old piece to fish out, and I'd be thinking about where you're going to put this when it comes, because I say again, it's the size and the weight. So not really much more I can say about the base. It's perfectly well detailed, and it's adequate, and it represents the Bridge of Khazad-dûm perfectly for me. And it's my favourite scene from the first film. It was my favourite scene when I read it in the book all them years ago, and I know when the film came out, it was how I pictured it in my head when I'd read it. So I was so pleased when I saw that scene. That scene has always stuck with me. The Balrog is one of my favourite, shall we say, sort of creatures, monsters, villains, whatever you want to address it under. I'm always drawn to bad guys. I find them far more interesting characters than the good guys normally are. The Balrog himself, I mean, there's not much to say about Gandalf. It's well done. It's obviously a very small piece. I'll just put my hand next to it so you can see how big Gandalf is. He's very small, perfectly well done. There's a passing resemblance there to Ian McLennan, and obviously it sets the piece off lovely. It does what it's designed to do. The Balrog itself, I mean, it's brilliant. It's brilliantly well done. Now, of course, there are going to be certain things that I know some people might complain. There are obvious seams. There are seams where the wings attach, and also where the flames on his neck and nape area, you can clearly see that sits on top of it. But does it bother me? No, it doesn't bother me at all. But it's fair to say that they are there and they are visible. Everything else is pretty much well covered up, well hidden. The batteries for this, it takes 3 AA batteries. And what you do is that flame on the top, you lift that off, and underneath there's a magnetic flap, lift that up and the batteries are in there. Now, battery life. Now I like this, I have this lit every evening that I'm at home. This is in my front room, so as soon as it starts going dark, along with putting one of the lights on, I put this on as well, and I have it lit. So I have it lit every evening, so it's probably lit, excuse me, probably about 4 hours a day, maybe 5 hours a day for me. And those batteries last, I normally change them before they've gone flat, but after about 4 days, the LED effect has faded significantly, and that's when I normally change them. But brand new set. This is look how it looks great. I mean, at the moment it is daylight outside here. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've just closed the blinds, so obviously in the dark this looks even better. But I wanted some light in the room so you could see sort of the rest of the statue. So yeah, I mean, it's a brilliant diorama. The presence of the Balrog is awesome. I've had lots of people come here and comment on how good it is, and also when I posted it on the groups, a lot of positive feedback from people, and I know other people who've got this who've been blown away by it. Just a bit of information, I don't know if you can make it out, but just if anyone was wondering, the print on the wall, which is called the Bane of Durin, is the Weta, the art print, the paper glice, is it glice you pronounce it? That's, anyway, it's the one from Weta that is there, and I had it framed in town because it's a perfect companion to the diorama that I've got. So yeah, so a fairly short video today on this one. I just wanted to show you this diorama. Again, if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask, and I hope you like it, and I shall have some more reviews for you soon. I've got 2 or 3 more pieces in my collection to do reviews on, and then I'm waiting on quite a few pieces. I've got quite a few pieces on pre-order. I think I've got about 10 pieces on pre-order with Prime 1, and I've probably got 7 or 8 with Weta, in all fairness, including there's the Argonath, Bilbo in Bag End, the Escape from the Road, and pretty much everything Lord of the Rings that Prime 1 have done as all on pre-order. So yeah, so there'll be lots more upcoming soon. So thanks for watching, guys. I've accidentally stumbled into doing a bit of a YouTube channel. My Sauron review was actually for a group page that I'm on, but I decided to stick it on YouTube. So yeah, I'll see where this goes. I must admit, I've been toying with the idea of maybe doing my own YouTube channel for a while now, but I know it's a lot of work. I haven't even attempted editing yet. But then again, I know that I'm pretty sure that the Rad Titan lads, they said that they just film with their phones and they just leave it as is. So, and they have a perfectly successful YouTube channel. Going forward with this channel, I want you to know that anything that I review, I will be doing as honest as I can. I must admit, I've been a little bit let down by some of the YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube channels and statue review channels, even stuff that I don't collect, stuff I'm not interested in. I still watch it because I can appreciate people's interest, and I'm people's passion, and I enjoy that, and we're all sort of in the same collecting realm. But I've noticed that some people, they do tend to glorify things on their channel, and I'm going to avoid doing that. I'm going to try and keep it as well. I will be keeping it as bluntly honest as I can, and if I personally have an issue with anything I've got, I will be saying that on my channel. So but that's assuming I continue with it. Let's just see how it goes. So anyway, that's it for now, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and be sure to subscribe so then you'll know if I post something new. I'm certainly going to be doing a couple more anyway. I don't know whether I'll do any today now because I say it's getting on, and but I'll certainly be doing a couple more maybe tomorrow, and I'll post them soon. So yeah, look out for some more videos. Obviously, please like, share it if you want to, and I'll catch you all soon, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. Thanks a lot. Ta-da.